Hi, and welcome to today's yoga practice that is geared towards relaxing neck, shoulders, and upper back tension. So feel free to find a quiet place and take a seat. If you'd like, you can use your yoga mat or perhaps just a blanket if you're outside, or I'm just on the rug here. So go ahead, and at first we're just going to settle in by shifting the gift, get right on those sit bones. Sit up nice and tall and close your eyes or have that soft gaze as you just settle into the breathing. Notice if your breath is short and shallow, and try to move the breath deep down into the belly where more relaxed breaths lie. Feel the belly rise and fall with each breath. And as we begin to draw our attention more on the breath, those other distractions begin to fade away in the distance. And if they do come to your mind, you may recognize them, but let them pass like clouds in the sky. Regain your focus on breathing in and feeling the belly rise, and breathing out and feeling the whole body relax here into this moment. Let's draw our attention now to the impact we can have on just the breath alone in relaxing tight and tender muscles. As you inhale, feel as if someone is gently lifting your head upward. And as you exhale, feel as if someone is pressing your shoulders down and slightly back. On the inhale, again, it's as if someone's just right underneath those occipital bones and back, lifting you up. And the exhales are gently pushing shoulders down and back. Try not to feel as if this is restricting, but just a general guidance. With each breath, you begin to feel that lengthening through your neck. And you can also visualize as you inhale that you're creating more space in between the bones of your neck and possibly also into your upper back. In the exhales, the muscles are just melting now. The stress is rolling down the shoulders, the arms, relaxing the facial muscles. Just stay focused on the breath and your ability to connect the breath to the body. Nice deep cleansing breaths. And on your next inhale, let's go ahead and open our eyes and draw those shoulder blades back and down a little more to really open up through the chest. And we're just going to roll the shoulders back and down again. Hold and breathe. And one more time, rolling the shoulders back and down, and then taking a deep breath. And then lowering the chin down to the chest and holding here. And you want to try to prevent your back from rounding. Imagine that your spine is a steel rod and it's just lengthening and lifting. The head is dropping. Each exhale, you might allow for your chin to surrender a little deeper to your chest. And if at any time throughout this practice, if one stretch feels really good and I move on to the next one, don't feel that you have to follow. Just do what feels good. And then gently you can go ahead and roll your head gently from side to side. And as you do this, you might have the tendency to bring your head in one direction and then the opposite shoulder lifts up. Try to prevent that by again imagining that someone is gently pushing the shoulders back and down. Let the movement be small at first, and then you can make the movement a little bigger, stopping when the ear comes over the shoulders. We don't want the head to go beyond the shoulders, not bringing the head all the way back, which will crunch down onto those discs in the neck. We don't want that. And if you find a spot of particular tension, you can feel free just to hold in that spot and feel the inhale stretching those muscles and the exhales relaxing them. And you can do the same thing to the other side if you did find one spot on the other side that's tight and tender. Stay with those deep breaths. Go ahead and draw the chin one more time down to the chest. And bring the head on up and bring our feet forward and our hands back behind us. Our fingertips are facing our hips, and we're just going to push down through our hands and lift up with the chest, pushing the sternum forward and rolling those shoulders back. Nice deep breaths. Head can just fall wherever it feels comfortable. Nice deep breaths, just two more. And then going ahead and coming to all fours and having your fingers nice and wide to support those wrists, keeping elbows slightly bent and shoulder blades down. From here, your back is going to remain nice and flat, again, like a steel rod, tailbone reaching back. Right now, crown of your head is reaching forward, stretch, stretch, stretch. But then we're going to keep our back still, press deep through the arms, and drop the head down. Just dropping the head, tucking the chin to the chest without collapsing through the back. And then in your next inhale, lift the head gently on up. Trying not to overarch in our lower back. We tend to do that here. Try to engage the core, drawing belly button to spine. As we now lower our chin down to our chest again. And then inhale to lift our head back on up. Just increasing that range of motion in our neck. And when you really drop the head, drop the stress too. Let it go. So continue moving through this, maybe closing your eyes so you can really mindfully check in at parts of the body that you might feel strain, and you might be able to adjust in one way or another to reduce the strain. Or to focus on the breathing that helps us to really open and address those tight and tender muscles. If at any time you need a break, please feel free to take one. Let's just do one more. And then when you're ready, go ahead and round your back now, drawing the chin to the chest, belly button to spine. Push away, push, 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 push away. Really feel the shoulder blades separating, the head dropping. You can shake out your head even. And then bring the knees wide, bring your arms forward, and come into a form of puppy with your forehead down, your arms reaching, 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 and your hips reaching back. The back is as flat as you can get it. Hold and breathe here, really lowering your chest down and tailbone back. What I want you to feel is a dip in through your upper back, where we tend to round throughout the day. Let's really have a nice counter pose, holding and breathing here. And then we'll gently and slowly come all the way on up and take a seat again. And again, shifting that gift, get right on those sit bones. Sitting up nice and tall by cupping our hands onto our knees to sit up tall, lifting the chest up. And then we'll gently go ahead and take the right hand behind us and our left hand to the outside of that right thigh. Inhales, lift us. Exhales, twist us. And we're doing our best to turn and look over the shoulder. And I want you to imagine that you can turn each vertebrae of your back. So perhaps close your eyes and visualize from the bottom of your spine all the way on up your ability to twist each vertebrae. We tend just to twist in certain areas, and we want to be able to really increase that mobility throughout the whole spine. And then we can release, maybe reach on up. And exhale to twist on the other side with our inhales, lifting the chest, exhales, twisting. It does help to feel the rib cage pulling down to help to engage the core and help us to twist. It also helps if your palm is facing away so that you get a little bit more of a stretch as well through your upper back and shoulders. Remember, if you can, try to close your eyes or have that soft gaze as you pay attention to trying to move and twist each bone of your back. And breathe. See if you can twist more with each exhale. Find more length with each inhale. And then you can go ahead and come back to center. Just kind of loosen up if you want. You can just kind of roll forward and around, loosening the back, the neck, and the shoulders. Then coming back to center, let's draw the chin back down to the chest. And this time rolling the left ear over to the left shoulder and holding here. Then with your right arm, reaching the right arm up and gently floating the right arm down beside you with your palm facing up. Your head is reaching to your left, your fingertips are reaching to the right, and you may come across a spot where you feel a lot of tension, so you can hold there if you'd like, breathing through it, or you can just continue on your way down, stopping any time along the way. And again, just as a reminder, you can either pause this video if you really find that you're benefiting from one of the stretches, or you can just hold there and catch up as you go along. Eventually, when that right hand does fall to the floor, allow it to fall heavy. Feel that whole right arm fall as if the arm is just lead drawing down and your head is still reaching to the left with the chin gently tucked to your throat. And then the chin draws down to the chest. And then our head lifts on up, and maybe we just take a moment in between to feel the difference between one side and the other. Feel your ability to create healing one breath at a time. Drawing the chin down to the chest when you're ready, and bringing the right ear over to the right shoulder. Relax the shoulders here. Check in with those deep belly breaths. And then lifting that left arm all the way on up, and left arm comes out to the side, really reaching through the fingertips, rolling that left shoulder back. Remembering to take pauses as you lower if you begin to feel this in any particular area and you want to hold to benefit more from the stretch. Breathe. That breathing along with the stretching is so important to really getting the most out of that release. And then you could go ahead whenever you're ready, tucking the chin down to the chest, bringing the head from side to side. And then our last one for the day today, we're going to crisscross the arms however you want and just reaching forward, tucking chin to chest. Placing your body weight into it to get a good stretch without straining. Coming on up, opening the arms up with the thumbs reaching back, and then you can switch sides. And exhale to lower. And then inhale, reaching our arms out to the sides again, thumbs reaching back. And just place your hands down beside you, feet on out. I said that was our last, but this is a good place to end right here. Or if you want, you can go ahead and relax all the way down on the floor and just take a moment to breathe, just to settle in with relaxed neck and shoulders, and just take a pause. I appreciate you joining me today, and I hope that brought you some relief to your neck and your shoulders. I do recommend doing these types of stretches if you start to feel a headache coming on. Perhaps it's a tension headache. Or after a workout with using your upper body, if you feel that you might not have kept good form the whole time and might have pushed yourself, be sure to also spend some extra time on your neck and your shoulders so that you don't feel strain there in the smaller muscles. Thank you very much, and I'll see you all soon.